Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Heineke. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Heineke. Flushed out right. Finding room at the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And across the midfield, striped into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Heineke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Washington nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Steven Nelson on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
4 down, check, 4 down.
On second and a couple, Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Rager catches it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. On second and 7, Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Heineke now. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 29, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, back to Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Now a fourth carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Running right. Here's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards that time.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts hauled in over the middle by Rager. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Gibson. 85 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Heineke. And he fires one incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Another run with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. First down, Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They can't hang with us. Hurt. 42, 42. Watch the out.
To throw again on second down. Heineke. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down now, it's Sanders. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24.
Washington 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten down. There you go.
A give to Gibson running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
On third down, here's Gibson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw